name is Crystal, and I'm going to tell you something that you might not trust me. You might think this is a clickbait. You might think that I'm trying to get more views, more subscribers. What I'm going to say, or you might already know by the title, something you won't believe. If you've experienced it, you probably would believe me. But if you haven't, you might think that I'm nuts. Might think I'm crazy. When I was a kid, I always felt that my life is lined. What I meant by lined, it's like everything's been set. Like, all I have to do is follow the script of how my life is supposed to go. I feel like my whole life, it's already been drawn out. I remember when I was really little, I was at my grandparents' house and I had a dream. No, it wasn't a dream. I was wide awake. It was nighttime. I was wide awake. The lights in the room were on. My eyes were open. I know for a fact my eyes were open. I laid in the bed with my hands on my stomach and my whole body was frozen. I remember this so clearly. It wasn't a dream. I know that wasn't. And then my eyes were open. I know they were. But for some reason, I could see some things. I could see visions. I could see what's happening in the future. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen. Sometimes I know it's just a dream. It's not gonna come true. But sometimes it's like hallucination. I thought it was a hallucination, but then it happened. So it went in basics. So one time I had a vision or a dream that my grandma was gonna bake buns, like those meat buns. Inside have meat buns, and then she's gonna drop the cup. She's gonna drop a cup of water, like hot water, on the floor, and she's gonna wipe it out with a blue towel. And then a few weeks later, she actually made meat buns, dropped the tea, hot tea, and then she used a blue towel to wipe it. I don't remember if it was hot tea or hot water. It was something hot inside. And then she dropped it and she wiped it off. I was like, this could probably be coincidences. And then later on, when I was playing with myself, I was playing by myself. I was using dolls and I was playing, and I suddenly had a vision. My eyes were open. My grandma was watching TV. My grandpa was on his computer. I saw a vision. You probably won't trust me, but I saw a vision and it had small events flashing through my brain. My eyes were open. I know they were, but there were visions coming in. one of the visions was that I will meet someone who is a girl and she's probably gonna be my friend. I don't know the context. It was just pictures and I don't know what they were saying. They were visions. And then a few years later I met the same girl, looked the same, and on top of my head I already knew who she was without her introducing herself. I've never met her before, but on top of my head I already knew that person's name, that girl's name. There's so many things. Some of them don't come true, but some of them do. They weren't dreams. I know they weren't. I thought they were hallucinations, but they're not. But when I grew up, when I started 8th grade, I started to not have these visions anymore. I don't know if I'm supposed to be a relief or not to actually have this vision. Because if I have this vision, then I can know what's in the future and I don't have to be afraid of it. But if I don't have this vision, then I'm gonna be scared of what's gonna happen in the future. This isn't clickbait. This isn't clickbait. I'm talking about this recently. I'm talking about this because recently I remember that I had a vision back then when I was a kid, and it happened today. Like, all the events, it's like I've been through this again, like, multiple times. I don't know why. It's like I had visions that this happened, and then it actually happened. It's like piling up. And I remember this happened. I don't know why, but today, everything that happened, it's like I've been through that before. But I remember that I never been through these things ever before. But suddenly it felt like I've been through them before. I saw them before. And then I suddenly remembered that I had visions before. And I actually remember all of them. And I searched online today that was actually called precognition. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but it sometimes happened and then now it's like fading away. But I remember them, every single one of them. I'll keep you updated if there's any more details. But right now I just want to tell you all of what happened. So yeah, this isn't clickbait. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to make any clickbait videos. I'm not going to. I just want to get this sorted out. Am I going nuts? I don't think I am. Are these hallucinations? So many coincidences. How are they just hallucinations when there's like so many coincidences happening? I don't know. And my nose is really stuffy because I'm having my allergies and it's getting worse, so please don't mind me. I think I'm gonna get better in a few days. But yeah, I'll get you guys updated. And also, thank you for listening.